Hello, my name is Mikkel Fode. I'm an MD PhD and a fellow of the European Committee of Sexual Medicine. I'm here to talk about men's health and sexual medicine, and I'll try to give you an evidence-based and critical review. And if you like these videos, please hit subscribe on the right side underneath the screen. So today we're going to talk about the Priapus shot or the P-shot. This treatment is named after a Greek fertility god and protector of the male genitalia, Priapus. Basically, it consists of something called platelet-rich plasma, which is injected into the penis. This is actually your own blood, which has been put through a centrifuge, so a component called the plasma containing platelets has been taken out. These platelets will then give out, or at least the theory says, they will give out growth factors which supposedly has beneficial effects when injected into the penis. However, the preclinical evidence for this is very, and if you look into the websites of the providers of these treatments, they will say something along the lines of only members of our provider group or understanding of the method. Now, this is a red sign because this is generally not how we do things in medicine or in good science. On the contrary, the right thing to do is to be open and honest about the methods so that they can be replicated and potentially proven to work. Now, this secrecy is rather something that you use in business than in good science. The second red sign when looking at the websites is that they imply that the treatment has been approved by the FDA. But if you look closely at the websites, it actually only says that the lab equipment being used, such as the syringes and the centrifuge, has been approved by the FDA. And if you look at the administration's website, there's no hits for the Priapus shot, indicating that this in fact has not been approved. Moving on to the promises of the treatment, these are plentiful. Now, first of all, it is claimed that the treatment will cause recruitment of stem cells, which will cause the creation of new blood vessels. This, in turn, will lead to better erections and a bigger penis. And supposedly, the results will come on the day of the treatment. Now, this would be some very fast-growing blood cells, but nevertheless, this is what it says, and that effects will last for at least 18 months and perhaps be permanent. Furthermore, the websites will promise that the treatments can straighten the penis, increase sensation and pleasure, and even increase size by the design, meaning that you can give the injections at different sites in the penis and have it grow exactly the way you want it. And of course, this comes with minimal, if any, side effects. Now, if something sounds too good to be true, it usually is. And that might be the case here. If you look at the websites, that these things are proven in multiple clinical studies. However, I have a very difficult time locating these. If we look at the PubMed website, which is the go-to website for scientific and medical publications, we only get 6 hits from the search platelet-rich plasma and erectile dysfunction. And if we look closely into these 6 results, it turns out that 3 of them are preclinical rat studies, which doesn't say much about what's going to happen in a human when you do the treatment, and that 2 of them are review articles. One is even about something else. So actually, only 1 study is left, and this reports results from a total of only 5 men with erectile dysfunction who supposedly had moderate benefits from the treatment. To make matters even worse, if you look at the website clinicaltrials.gov, where new trials are supposed to be registered, there are no hits for platelet-rich plasma and erectile dysfunction, meaning that no high-quality studies are being carried out on the subject at the moment. If we look further at the websites offering the treatment, they will also that these are being used in a lot of other conditions with good results. To look into this a little further, I found this 2016 review from the British Medical Journal, which looked at platelet-rich plasma injections in musculoskeletal disorders, and this actually concludes that there is insufficient evidence of clinical efficacy and that the injections should only be used in research settings and not be offered as an actual treatment, and certainly not against payment. In conclusion, there is no actual evidence that platelet-rich plasma injections work to treat erectile dysfunction. Instead of evidence, the websites are filled with testimonies from anonymous patients who have supposedly benefited from the treatment. I hope this information has been helpful to you and that it can help you judge whether platelet-rich plasma injections are going to be worth the cost and if it's something you should go for. I look forward to your questions and comments.